Hey, good morning, everybody. I would like to remind everyone, please make sure all cell phones are turned to the off or vibrate position. Also, please be advised our city council meetings are broadcast on Comcast Channel 99, AT&T UVerse, and the City of Gadsden YouTube channel. This meeting of the Gadsden City Council will now come to order. The chair calls on City Clerk Ivan Nelson for the roll call.
Councilwoman Latham. Councilman Smith. Here. Councilman Avery. Here. Councilman Back.
Here.
Councilman Wilson.
Here.
Councilwoman Minatra.
Here.
And Councilman Robinson.
Here.
We have a quorum present and our meeting is open for business. I'm going to ask Representative Mark Gidley to come forward and lead the invocation. Please stand and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning. Let us pray. The gracious Heavenly Father, we are thankful for this day. We're thankful for this opportunity and privilege to come together, Lord, and look over and deal with the business of this city. Father, we know, God, in your word that you declared that places of government and seats of government are so important, God, for our communities and our civil lives. And we thank you for that, God, and for establishing that, God, as Romans 13 has directed us and shown us. Holy Spirit, we welcome you into this room today. We ask you to guide all the proceedings today. We honor you, Lord, knowing that without your strength and help, we can do nothing. But through your power and grace, all things are possible. Remind us, Lord, we are your servants first, servants of the people, and called to do your work in this city. Now bless what's done today. Be glorified in all that we do. And we give you praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The chair will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the work session and council meetings held on July 29th.
So moved. Second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to approve minutes.
The chair will entertain a motion to ratify payment of accounts for the week of July 25th through the 31st.
Second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to ratify payment of the accounts.
Item 7 on our agenda is reserved for proclamations and commendations. And today we have a very special proclamation today for a very special young man and with a great family. And Mayor Ford, we welcome you with the proclamation. And
So I appreciate it. Caleb, come on up here. Caleb, this is what happens when your parents don't put sunscreen on you. Okay? Come on up here with me. So I want to tell you, I got to meet Caleb. Caleb, I don't even know why you came to City of Gadsden and helped us, but I want to tell you, this is one of the finest young men that I've ever met. And he just gets right along in our office. He helped us accomplish a lot of projects with the City of Gadsden. And not only that, he comes from good stock. I know his whole family. His grandfather was Representative Mark Gidley, who just gave the prayer. And Caleb did something that his grandfather hadn't done, Representative Butler, and his father, who's the president of Gadsden State, and myself, and everybody up here. He ran for SGA president unopposed. So,
wow.
I thought that was pretty impressive. So, Caleb, I'll just call you President Smith. How about that? Like
That's
your father.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to tell you how impressed I am with you and your family, and thank you for everything you've done for Gadsden. And I want to read this resolution, okay? Whereas Caleb Smith hails from Gadsden, Alabama, and is a proud graduate of Hoax Bluff High School, where he earned highest honors as a member of the class of 2022. He is currently a distinguished senior at Troy University, majoring in risk management and insurance. That's a good thing. With a minor in leadership development. And whereas Caleb has further enriched campus life through his involvement in Farmhouse Fraternity, where he served as vice president, he has also demonstrated unwavering dedication to student leadership through his service in the Student Government Association, currently holding the esteemed position of 99th president, having previously served as executive vice president and freshman forum director. And whereas Caleb is an active and engaged member of numerous student organizations, including the Order of Omega, Omicron Delta Kappa, the 87 of Troy University, and Alabama Collegiate Legislature. He even served as a 2025 Impact New Student Orientation Leader, helping to guide and welcome incoming students to the Trojan community. And whereas Caleb has consistently exemplified the values of leadership, academic excellence, civic responsibility, and Trojan pride, Caleb plans to graduate in May of 2026 and pursue a career with Ford Insurance Agency. Well, I didn't know that. I'm just kidding. And pursue a distinguished career in excess and surplus lines insurance brokerage. And that's very complicated, I'll be honest with you. Whereas Caleb has pursued professional development with diligence, having completed multiple internships, notably as the first student intern in the office of Mayor Craig Ford in the city of Gadsden, where he gained meaningful experience in municipal government leadership. Now, therefore, I, Craig Ford, Mayor of the city of Gadsden, Alabama, hereby join with the Gadsden City Council in proclaiming Tuesday, August 5th, 2025, Caleb Smith Day.
All right.
Microphone's yours, President.
Well, this is an honor. Thank you so much for this, Mayor Ford. Didn't think that when I first interned with you, this would kind of get to today, but I appreciate it. It's very much an honor to be here and to have this day recognized as Caleb Smith Day. But you know what they say in college is the three things you have to remember and get used to saying is your name, your hometown, and your major. It is always an honor to be able to say I'm Caleb Smith from Gadsden, Alabama, when I'm down at Troy, and to have that position and to represent this great city that I love so much through that position. So once again, thank you, and it's such an honor to have this proclamation today. Thank you.
Get the family up at the diocese. And come on, hold that. Representative Gilly, you about to retire because he's about to run against you or take your...
Hey, Caleb, I just want you to know I was in a fraternity too, and I know that's what they make you say when you're a pledge. That's what, name, hometown, and major pledge.
Thank you so much, Mayor, and thank you so much, City Council. We also have a resolution from the Alabama House of Representatives. I want to say a special thanks to Representative Mac Butler, who led the charge for this and was put this together, and I appreciate that so very much. This is from Representatives Mac Butler, Craig Lipscomb, and Mark Gidley. And this is commending Caleb Smith on being named the Student Government Association President at Troy University. And whereas with great pride and special pleasure, highest commendations are conveyed to Caleb Smith of Gadsden, Alabama, upon his election as the 99th President of the State Government Association of Troy University. Mr. Smith, a junior majoring in risk management and insurance, has been involved with the Troy University SGA since his freshman year. Started out as a freshman forum delegate, which he served as the 22 Excellence in Leadership Conference Director, then served as the freshman forum director for the 23-24 school year. And whereas during his sophomore year, Mr. Smith served as the SGA Executive Vice President, and he began strategizing for his presidential campaign and to move out any of his opposition. No, that's not in here. Whereas Mr. Smith has a deep love for Troy University and believes it is much more than an educational institution providing opportunities, relationships, and a community that transforms student lives. Whereas the newly elected SGA president's campaign was based around three components he believes are essential for SGA to be a successful organization: transparency, reliability, and efficiency. He plans for these three principles to be his guiding force behind every decision he makes as president. Whereas Mr. Smith is the beloved son of Leah and Alan Smith, grandson of Kathy and Representative Mark Gidley, Sandra and Troy Smith, and Iris Deer. He graduated from Hopes Bluff High School with honors in 2022, where he also served as SGA president. In addition to his involvement in the SGA, he is a member of the Farmhouse Fraternity, the Student Alumni Association, and the YMCA Collegiate Legislature. Whereas Caleb Smith is a bright, industrious student who personifies the finest qualities of today's young adults and is an outstanding choice to lead the Student Government Association at Troy University. His dedication, tireless and diligent efforts to achieve excellence serve as valuable examples to other students throughout the state of Alabama. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the legislature of Alabama, both houses therefore concurring, that in recognition of exceptional achievement, with most highly commend we most highly commend Caleb Smith as the 25-26 president of Troy University SGA, and further direct that a copy of this resolution be presented to him with highest praise and honor, along with sincere best wishes. In witness thereof, I have hereto set my hand and caused the great seal of Alabama to be affixed by the Secretary of State at the Capitol in the city of Montgomery on this 22nd day of April 2025, signed by the Honorable Kay Ivey and the Honorable Wes Allen, Secretary of State.
Hey, it was just great to be with you guys today. And as Mark was reading that, I'm thinking of the term City of Champions. You know, that was from Charlie Bowman. That was my dad's boss and helped raise me. But this young man truly represents the City of Champions. And I want to say while I'm here, thank you to the mayor and council. Gadsden today is cleaner, it's safer, and the quality of life has gone up so much since you guys have taken over. And I thank you so much. Caleb, you are truly a champion.
Thank you.
Y'all come on up here. Yeah, I'll let you share it.
Councilman Wilson, if you could take a step either to your left or right. There we go. Count of three. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Go Trojans.
All right. Go Trojans. Alan, congratulations. Good to see you.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Congratulations.
I'll help any way I can.
Proud of you. Alan, congratulations. Thank you. Good to see you.
El Presidente. Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, Alan, I was going to say,
Hey man, let's keep the seat. All right, see you. Good to see you.
All right, at this time, the chair will entertain a motion to recess the council meeting in order to conduct the work session.
So moved.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor for the recess, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to recess the council meeting.
Yeah, let's see. The chair will entertain a motion to reconvene the council meeting.
So, second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to reconvene the council meeting, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to reconvene.
Thank you. All right, item 10 is where we are. It's unfinished business. We have none today. Item 11 is a resolution appointing members to Gadsden Arts Council. This appoints Mario Gallardo, Steve Reagan, and Charles Hill as non-voting members to serve until a successor has been appointed and qualified, so long as they are otherwise eligible for the position. The chair will entertain a motion to adopt this resolution.
So moved.
Is there any discussion? Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Item 12 is new business. We have some items this morning.
Yes, Mr. President, I'll start with item 768 from the Engineering Department, a resolution awarding bid number 3607 for the Gadsden Athletic Center demolition package. The total amount is $222,300. It was awarded to Engel Demolition and Salvage. This is, again, for the demolition of the existing structures on what will become the Gadsden Athletic Center. And this is also my official request to drop the S from the Gadsden Athletics Center. Can we just call it the Gadsden Athletic Center? But anyway, that's the resolution that I'm presenting today. So if there's no objections, I would like to suspend the rules and consider this under new business today, please.
Second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution today as an item of new business, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Move to adopt.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
The second one I have, Mr. President, is from the Engineering Department as well. This is authorizing a reimbursable agreement with the Gadsden Water Works and Sewer Board to relocate a valve box and an MH frame and cover totaling $25,800. And this is part of a future project which is part of the MPO program from Walnut and 5th to Walnut and 8th. And again, that's with the Gadsden Water Works and Sewer Board for us to reimburse them for relocation of some utilities. So if there's no objection, I'd like to consider that under new business today as well.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution today under new business, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
The next one, I'm sorry, move to adopt. Thank you. Second. He moved to adopt. I seconded in this particular scenario,
Okay.
Madam Clerk.
All right, Clerk, will you take the vote, please?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
The next one I have is a similar agreement, authorizing reimbursable agreement with Spire Energy for the relocation of a gas valve box totaling $750. This is for the same MPO project from Walnut and 5th to Walnut and 8th. If there's no objections, I'd like to consider this under new business as well.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution today as an item of new business, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Move to adopt.
Second.
All right. Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye. Those
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
Okay, and the final one, Mr. President, is also from the Engineering Department. This is a resolution authorizing a special agreement with AlDOT for drainage, much-needed drainage repair work on George Wallace Drive. The total amount of the project is $110,900. If there's no objections, I would like to suspend the rules and consider this today under new business.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to consider the resolution under new business today, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, consent has been granted.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Clerk, will you take the vote?
Those in favor to adopt the resolution, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries to adopt.
That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman. We'll move to item 13, department reports, committees, boards.
Mr.
Mayor?
President, Mark, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. We've asked Mr. Golden to come and report to the council about and to the public about the recycling program.
Sure.
I met with him doing the budget that we're about to present to the council, but it's amazing to me what our recycling department does. It does 1 million pounds of cardboard a year. Do we make money on it? We make a little bit of money. Do we lose money? I don't know, because when you don't recycle, that cardboard would go to our tip floor, to our landfill. So I believe it's number one, it's the right thing to do, but number two, we're accountable and we're responsible for this recycling, and he does a great job at it. Mark took over. He's done some great things over there. We're hoping to invest in a conveyor belt to help them go through recycling faster. Do we want to do glass, plastic, everything else? Absolutely. We're trying to look at the economics part of it, or teaming up with another city and see if we can help bring it in and then transport it to them to help them. So I'm going to turn it over to Mark. He's got some good information. Mark's a great employee. He's been with us quite a while. Formerly Gadsden Times with Greg Bailey, but we're glad to have Mark with us.
Well, you said it all. So, so basically, the recycling center is at 306 Henry, for those of you who didn't know, and we're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sometimes open as needed for special events, dumpster day and on, things like that. We accept cardboard, aluminum, cans, all types of metals, paper, books and magazines, and electronics. We do not accept major appliances or any hazardous materials. No glass, no plastic. So, right now. So our work volume seems to be increasing. In the 3 months that I've been there, it seems like we're averaging swapping out 11 recycling trailers per day. That's usually with 3 people driving the trucks that we need to swap them out, which comes out to about 55 per week. We're also processing 8 to 10 pallets of cardboard from the post office, and these pallets of cardboard are the big Amazon boxes that they get. And the Amazon boxes are about this tall, and they cut them in half and make bins out of them, and then fill those up with other Amazon boxes. So it's quite an undertaking, but that's a lot of cardboard. We have 78, by last count, we have 78 total recycling trailers in our fleet, and 25 of those are new, which we just got end of May, I believe. We have 63 recycling trailers out on site somewhere. 57 of those are in the city of Gadsden. There's 9 locations now, all businesses wanting a recycling trailer. So, and all the city schools have a trailer, even Coosa, so, which is not a city school. But so the way this works, we have to have extra trailers to be able to swap out, because it saves us a trip, and it also expedites the time needed for each location to be available. So if someone pulls up and there's not a trailer there, well, we just swap them out while we're there, so there's no downtime in between. And that's kind of the way we do it. But we do have to keep a certain amount of reserves, so that's why the numbers, we have 78 total, but we only have 63 out. So we have to have those extra trailers, most of them, to take care of that. So the process basically is that we pull a full trailer back to the recycling center, we hook it up to a forklift, we pull it inside the building, and then it has to be unloaded by hand. And all the cardboard has to be sorted from the plastic and the styrofoam and the garbage and the baby diapers and fast food containers that people think they can just throw in the recycling trailers. And for the most part, they're usually pretty good, but the ones that are located at businesses are better than the ones that are located in the public areas. Because again, some people just don't understand that we don't take plastic. And that's the biggest problem is plastic and styrofoam. So once we do that and load it in the baler, we load it in a big hydraulic, it's a compactor actually. And once we do that, once we get to a certain amount, the baler tells us it's full and we have to wrap the bale and then pull it out. The bales weigh about 2,000 pounds apiece. Right now, cardboard's at about $75 a ton. It's down a little bit. So if you figure that's $150 a bale. So we're doing about 40 bales a month, which is about 80,000 pounds, 40 tons. Again, almost 1 million pounds kept out of the garbage process at the tip floor. Also, if that was in the process and went to Noble Hill at $50 a ton, that's about $48,000 a year. That's an unrealized savings. Also, we're generating about $36,000 a year based on $75 a ton. So that's an estimated gross returns, actual and unrealized, about $84,000. That's based on 3 months that I've got to work with. So we've made some good accomplishments in the past 3 months. The biggest thing that we've accomplished is we don't have cardboard on the ground. We don't have cardboard blowing across Rainbow Drive. And that's a big thing, because that not only is it ugly, but it creates traffic hazard too. But that's where we have been aiming to improve, is the service that we can provide, and just with a little extra effort it takes to make sure that all of our trailers, we check every one of our trailers at least once a week. There are some others we have to go 3 times a week. Down at what we call the Gadrock location, which is just across the water, we have to swap those 3 times a week. Down close to Station 8 across from Hudak, that's 3 times a week. Noccalula Falls is either 2 or 3 times a week. Now, all 3 of those locations, there's 2 trailers at each of those. 1 small trailer and 1 large trailer. So we're getting a lot of volume of cardboard. We also have, like I said, most of our trailers are at businesses. The employees at the recycling center have developed a new sense of pride and purpose also, and they are kind of buying into the concept of that this is important for the city. It's important for the environment. It's important to show young kids that are coming up that, hey, we need to do something. We need to make a positive change. And this is where it starts, is showing them an example. We're also making, if anybody's ever been to the recycling center in the past, you've seen that sometimes it looks very disorganized. We're working on improving that too. We have the goal of clearing the floor every day before we close. So nothing's left on the floor, which that helps reduce risk of injury and rodents and insects and all that kind of stuff. New safety measures have been acted to try to cut down on some things. We did get a grant for a new truck and some tarps for the trailers. Hal Matthews was instrumental in doing that. So we're looking at trying to get a conveyor system and a sorting table that will allow us to better feed the hopper. And that's where the bottleneck is in the whole process, is that once we get the trailers in, it's by hand. And it gets very, very tiring. I can assure you, when it's late July and it's 100 degrees, because that metal building is very hot, and when you stand behind a trailer all day doing this, it's very physically demanding. So hopefully that will alleviate some of that. There are some goals. I'll just hit the short-term goals real quick. We want to find a viable solution to glass and plastic. We're looking for an equipment operator too right now to fill a vacant position. We need some building improvements. We have a break room that's about 8 by 14, and we will have 6 total employees and 1 part-timer. That's not a lot of room for a break room. We can't all get in there at the same time. So we're hoping to expand that, refresh some office spaces, remodel some bathrooms. We have a security camera system ordered right now, which will help improve safety and accountability. We're hoping to get a conveyor system. We're hoping that we can add some more new trailers this next year. And of course, there's long-term goals, and the biggest long-term goal is to try to expand the program into curbside. And we would have to start with selected neighborhoods first, as we go through the growing pains of that type of program, and then hopefully expand to the entire city. Of course, a lot of this I'm hoping we could do it with grant funding. There are a lot of recycling grants available. I've just now started to dive into that. Quite frankly, for the past 3 months, I've been driving a truck, pulling trailers, and throwing cardboard into a baler just about every day. And I've enjoyed it, and it's been nice to get some exercise. But anyway, so good things are on the horizon for Gadsden Recycles, and with your support and the mayor's support and everyone else involved, Tina and John and Tiffany at Fleet, I think we're gonna see good things to happen in the future.
So, Mr. President, I want to say,
Yes.
Mark was part of EMA, and when we moved the EMA to the county, Mark was willing and he relocated. Another person who's his, I'm going to say, right-hand lady is Romay. That is Pastor Hardy's daughter. Pastor Hardy's here today. Raise your hand, Pastor Hardy. But she has just flourished in that position. So Mark is doing a good job of training her and teaching her the whole thing, and she's moved up the ladder quite quickly. But he has some good employees. We're moving someone back from Public Works that used to work there back over to the facility, Chuck Gardner, who's a great guy. That's Miss Nancy Gardner's son.
Yeah, I know Chuck.
So the liaison for the mayor's office is Tina. So if you have questions, Tina she can help field questions for Mark. But Fleet, which are all his trailers and everything, is John. So, you know, we're military. We keep things trying to organize. But that's the way we're working it, and Mark has been instrumental. One goal we have is for the schools to make field trips there, and let's start that program. And then Mark's going to go into the schools with Tina and teach the kids about recycling, and hopefully then after that give a field trip, and we'll pick them up, win the trolleys or whatever, and et cetera, and bring them down there or something fun. So just trying to make it better.
Sounds like
and recycling is important to us.
Oh, it is. It's a
Yeah.
huge. It's exciting to hear what you're doing, Mark. I know one of the struggles is we tend not to break down our boxes, so that means you have to empty the trailers probably more frequently because there's a lot of airspace that's in there in the box. If we could, I thought I was
Absolutely.
telling Tina one day that if we could get a picture of a regular trailer with the boxes not broken down, which is how they all are, and then break down all those boxes and show a picture of that trailer, you know, side by side. This is the trailer coming in. This is if we break down all the boxes, you would have fewer pickups. You know, you could, the same amount, you could have more boxes in the trailer. So
Right.
I don't know how to get that message across other than to show people.
Well, I think we can make that happen.
Yeah, that's
I know where the cardboard is.
yeah, you know where it is. I just see it all the time. It's,
Right. On the back of this document is a list of where all of our locations are, the new trailers, and since we got all of the trailers, and since we got the new trailers, we've added 8 new locations.
Wow.
So it's a lot of stuff to try to go through on this list, but as you can see, some of them are council requests, some of them are mayor requests. And we still have 9 businesses waiting.
And we help the city of Attala and the city of Oaks Bluff, who has requested trailers. We put them in their cities.
Oh, that's good.
So they're working
Yeah.
with us.
Right,
That's nice.
right. Hoax Bluff brings us 2 trailers full,
And Reese City.
and Reese City, and we do a lot of volume out of those places, and Attala also.
They bring their own trailers. We don't go out with those.
Yeah, we go get them, don't we? Or they bring them in.
We get Attala and Reese City, but Hoax Bluff brings theirs.
Okay, but they're our trailers, right?
Hoax Bluff has one of their own trailers.
Okay.
But we have 3 total out there. Well, we have 2 and they have 1 in Hoax Bluff.
Do they receive percentages off of what they bring in?
No, sir, they don't.
Okay,
No,
so
as far as I know, they don't.
All monies are out.
They do not.
And it's, it's a voluntary program for them, so.
Yeah.
Don't mention that either.
Which that benefits.
Ring, ring,
That
ring.
benefits them too, because
Yeah, there he is right there.
because in the grand scheme of things, it keeps their solid waste cost down,
Right.
which in turn keeps their contracts down with their solid waste companies. So they do benefit. They do benefit from it. It's just an unrealized benefit.
Well, and they don't have a recycling center, so.
No, sir, they don't.
Having that recycling center in close proximity, I've been there, volunteer. I take some stuff from Head Start to there.
Right, right.
And so I've seen, just having conversation with random people between all over, using it. So, yeah, I got you. It benefits them there.
All right, anybody else?
A great program. Only thing I would say is the sign, the Gadsden Recycling sign's been there. How long has that recycling center been there? It's been there for what, 10, 12?
Started
It's been a while.
before COVID.
Is there plans in the future to kind of revamp that sign, repaint it, or brighten it up a little bit, because it's faded real bad? It's a cool sign with is that a gecko or lizard or whatever?
It's a tree frog.
Tree frog?
It's a tree frog.
Sounds good.
It was a frog, since it's faded, it's a
The Gadsden
gecko.
tree frog, I'm just saying.
Well, now it looks like a victim of Frogger right now.
There you go. Yeah, it does. I just wondered if there was grant money or
working
something in the plans in the future to brighten that back up, because I think that would help out
Yes
on
and
Megan
no.
Boulevard. Yeah.
There's also discussions about extending the building, because the city owns that property through the railroad bed now up to the back of that car lot. that's there. And so if we don't expand, yes, certainly that needs to be repainted.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, sir.
There's a building next door to it,
Yes, sir.
and it's either for rent or for sale.
316 Henry.
And it is a nuisance to the community.
We've, actually, the mayor and I and Tina have discussed that already.
Okay. Good.
All right, good idea.
Yeah.
Mark, thank you.
Thank you, ladies and
Appreciate what
gentlemen.
y'all are doing.
All right,
Keep up
have
the
a great
good work.
Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Thank you, Mark.
All right, are there any other department reports, Mayor Ford, or any
No, sir.
committees or anything like that? All right, we'll move on to citizen requests. We have one today. Joseph Cole is coming to speak about the city's water.
I will be brief. I don't know how you deal with it. But at any rate, to the mayor, to the president of the council, and to the members, I'm going to be very brief. The last time I was here, I spoke about the water, and I noticed that I got a number of calls from citizens. It's been a power leak from Alabama Power into the Coosa River. Is there any type of effect that may affect our water supply? If you know, you may not be able to answer now, but that was one of the reasons that I come to find out. People are keeping up with the water situation, and they calling me, and that's why I'm standing here. They won't come themselves. But I know whatever harmful things are in, if we don't have something in place, it could be a deadly thing. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this, there was a building over in District 3, a business there in District 3, and the building was really contaminated. A number of people that lived in that area, some of those individuals have cancer, some has died, and some is ill. So I'm just coming to make sure, when I mentioned the water last week, and I'm pretty sure you are, because you wouldn't let things go by, but there was a leak in the Coosa River from the Alabama Power. I don't know if you know any results or anything. If so, I'd like for you to act on it so the people would know. And Mr. Mayor, I would like to extend the invitation to you and to the president of the council, possibly sometime, once a month or whatever, there is a Pastor Dudley. Let them interview you, because our people would like to hear your voices. A number of people at work, and they can't see the council meeting, and then at night, it's shown at night, they don't feel up to doing with it. But it would be good for the people in our community to hear from the mayor and also the council, the president of the council. It doesn't have to be every month, but sometimes try to set up a meeting at your disposal, and we have Reverend Dudley to do the interview.
Which radio station is?
WMGJ.
I didn't know it was still in business. Okay.
It's not too much you don't know. I don't know why you didn't know, but anyway.
Well, I didn't know. I thought Floyd. I will be happy to.
I understand.
Yeah.
I appreciate that,
Yeah.
and hopefully you too.
Sure, be glad
so
to.
That's all I have to say, and thank you very much.
So,
Thank you
Mr.
for
President,
coming today, Mr. Cole. Thank you.
So, Mr. Cole, I want to let him know we met with Alabama Power. We discussed our concerns as a city. As you know, the water board's a separate entity, but we
Right.
are monitoring it closely.
Okay.
The lawsuit is allegedly,
Right.
you know, it's Christy Knowles' law firm is suing Alabama Power. So,
Okay.
you know, it's not proven that anything's leaking. We've also contacted Chad Hare. When the lawsuit was filed, he assures us that the levels are still the same as they've always been, and they're running as fast as they can to build the reverse osmosis plant currently now. So we are monitoring it. I appreciate you bringing that to our concern.
Thank you very much for that information as well.
Yeah, but thank you for bringing it to our
Thank you, Mr.
concern.
President.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Thank you, Mr. Cole. Thank you, Mayor Ford. All right, well, that brings us to item 15, which is remarks by the mayor and council. Mayor Ford?
All right, Mr. President, I'll go real fast. Tonight, if everybody could please show up. Tina King and the police department and Ruth Moffitt have put a lot into this. It's the community safety night at the venue from 5 to 8. There'll be free hot dogs, T-shirts, swag bags. It's a great opportunity for kids to come out and meet the first responders and climb on vehicles. There's cool stuff like robots, motorcycles, trucks, and electric bicycles. So if you're looking for something to do, I'd love to have it. Come out and join us. Kim Back, I wanted to say something about the president's wife. I think she retired last year with 41 years of service.
Yeah,
Is that right?
42.
42.
Yeah.
Don't cut her short.
Yeah.
But today I went to speak to the teachers, and Miss Rita was there, Councilman Smith's wife, whose birthday was yesterday, by the way. And the school board was there. It was a great feeling to have the Gadsden City Titans back in school. Got to see all the educators, got to speak to them, but the Titan ambassadors do an excellent job. And Kim's been over that for a while, or Miss Back. She taught my kid kindergarten school, and we've always gone to church with the Backs a long time. But Kim does an excellent job with the ambassadors, and they were professional. I can't say enough about these kids. I mean, they're fantastic, well-mannered, polite, and we're happy to have them, and it's all because of her. But we also have a ribbon cutting in the morning at the Gadsden Sports Park behind Gadsden State Community College. Please come at 9 o'clock. That'll be a lot of fun. We're going to keep it short and sweet, and hopefully the weather's like it is today. I forgot to mention last week, I want to make sure we mention this. Brandon at Nakalula Falls and Jim and Dan at the sign shop and John Moore. We have finally completed the new city sign, and it's across from Meadowbrook. So that is a sample of the sign that we'll be putting at all entrances into Gadsden along the major highways. It's a beautiful welcome to Gadsden sign. If you get a chance, go by and look at it. It's really nice, and he did a great job working with the highway department and moving it off the right of way, because it has to be a breakaway sign, and there's a lot to that. But we're working on the one coming in from Cherokee County next on 411, so that's fantastic also. The best news for last, if y'all remember the Rails to Trails grant that we were awarded, it was taken back. The $3 million that we're matching to make Gadsden a walkable city starts over on the west side and goes through District 3 up to District 2 and comes around. We received notification, Director Boswell notified me that we received the grant of $2,995,917.
Oh, wow.
So we're excited about that. That's a big deal.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate the hard work on that. Outstanding. Councilwoman Latham.
Thank you, President Beck. Let me start by, Caleb has left, but let me start by just congratulating him and wishing God's blessings upon him in his current endeavors and his future endeavors. Let me say to you, Mr. Williams, thank you for your due diligence and the integrity that you seem to operating and to make sure that we are informed. I was very informed today as a result of the questions that were asked. So I thank you. Personally, I thank you. Thank you to Mark for the update with the recycling facility. I was out yesterday, and it's evident that there are changes there, because you could see trailers being moved and picked up and replaced just in several places. So thank you for that update. Thank you to the mayor for the grants, not just the mayor, but the mayor's office and department heads, those who are working diligently every day to improve our city, and something that was mentioned earlier, the quality of life. And we strive, hopefully daily, to see the quality of life improved throughout our city, from District 1 to District 7. So thank you for that. Lastly, I do want to say to our school system, school is starting back, and we wish everyone well as the school year starts back. I've been out of the classroom now for probably 10 years, but I worked with the Boys and Girls Club camp for the last 9 weeks, and I commend educators today. The efforts that they have to put forth, because our children are faced with so much more than they were 15 years ago. It takes, I don't see how you can do it just for the paycheck. You have to have a heart for children to really be successful, and because our children are facing a different day, different time. And so our prayers are with the school system this year for a very successful year. We want to say thank you to those. I was not able to attend on Sunday, but there were several pastors and people who are just concerned who met at different schools, praying over those schools. So we want to thank you for that. And we just pray God's continued blessings upon our education system, that this will be a very, very successful year, both academically, athletically, and in any other way. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Smith.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just want to first by saying thank you, Mayor Ford, for your leadership in the city, and thank the council as well for all that you do for your constituents. I want to intro by thanking Councilman Wilson. He chairs the Safety Committee, and we had a really good safety meeting this morning, really talking about implementing some things that we need now and going forward in the future. So thank you for all that was shared and all the information. Just got a lot of feedback, good representation from our law enforcement in that meeting, and that stuck with me. So thank you so much for that. Councilman Wilson, and your concern about where we are and where we're going as well. Also want to just congratulate Caleb Smith. Obvious that young man come from good stock. So it was great to see him being honored today, as well as seeing our new Gadsden State President along with our representatives, Gidley and Butler here as well. Just want to thank all the churches and organizations who donated back to the children as they were going back to school. A lot of churches, a lot of organizations participated in that, and there's always a big need, and we try to respond to the needs of the community. So I want to give a shout out to all those organizations who assisted with that. Also want to just remind everybody, as Councilwoman Latham already mentioned, school starting back this week. Slow it down just a little bit out there. I'm sure we have those lights flashing, so just be mindful that school is starting back on this week as well. And lastly, District 2, we'll have our monthly meeting on next Monday. We've changed our format to the lunch hour. It seems to be working well. So if you're in District 2, we have our community meetings next Monday at 11:30 at New Destiny Church. And then Mayor Ford, yes, that grant money. We like free money. So yes, congratulations on that $2 million. That's a blessing. That's all I have. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman Smith. Councilman Avery.
Mr. President, I want to just acknowledge something, and it's not an explanation, but just to acknowledge that knowledge is power. And so a lot of my questions sometimes seems to be as it's specific and directive, but it's one is because this council position is a part-time position. The unfortunate is that sometimes we get our folder the day before council meeting and with our agenda, and so it is very important that for myself, individually speaking, that I have information that gives me comfort in knowing moving forward in supporting. My job is to not to agree always with the mayor and this council. My job is to check and balance, and so at the end of the day, that's what I do. There are good things that's going on, and there are questioning things that are going on, and so I choose to question what I need to question to make sure that when I'm asked a question that I have an answer to it as best as possible, and then I do my research and study in the midst also. Nevertheless, it has already been said and notified that school is returning. Let us please be mindful. Let us be active parents in the school system, seeing what the needs are in our system where our school kids are. Let's be very supportive of our local schools as well, from academics, athletics, arts, and so on, while also, making sure that we take care and be noticeable of the things in our community as well, from public safety to public works and so on and so on. Keeping our communities clean, taking care of around our individual homes, and then making sure that our neighbors is good also, if that's a desire for you. But nevertheless, I will end in calling all children, the Gadsden Edwall Head Start early education program. There's no cost income-based program, mental health, disability services, all meals and supplies provided. And this is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's open enrollment. This is 513 Henry Street, same street that we've been talking about the recycling center is on, just down at the end. A great program, and so for those hardworking parents and those keeping kids at the home, put them in this program, allow them to learn, be around their peers, and have a good time. And final statement is also Head Start begins their school year the 11th. I think that's next Monday. And so we're calling all male, fathers, grandfathers, uncles, cousins, all men. We like to welcome our Head Start students back in. There's going to be a big surprise for them, as we always do. And so just calling all men to come and welcome our kids back into school at Head Start, and enjoy the environment that will be provided for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Avery. Councilman Wilson.
Just a couple of things. First of all, I want to congratulate the mayor and all my colleagues and everybody involved on taking an agenda that had one thing on it and stretching it to an hour and 45 minutes. That's impressive. Second of all, my formal request to strike the S off of the Gadsden Athletics Center. It's really more about how it rolls off your tongue. I feel like we're putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. If you think about, if you think about, it's a C followed by an S followed by another C. It's just kind of a mouthful to say Gadsden Athletics Center. Whereas if you just say Gadsden Athletics Center, it just rolls better, I feel like. So that's my formal request, to strike the S off of the GAC. Finally, I want to make public notice that last week I was on vacation. I was doing nothing important. I was walking around in my swimming trunks and flip-flops. That's why I wasn't here. A very good friend of mine informed me last week that this was only a part-time job. I'd like to make it clear that this is a part-time job in addition to my full-time job. So I don't have a part-time job. I have 1.5 jobs. So every now and then I do take vacation time and enjoy my leisure. So that's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman Wilson. Councilwoman Minatra.
The wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. I'm saying the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, but if you put it on the emphasis on the wrong place, it's emphasis on syllable.
It's educational behavior. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Tina, I just want to say how lucky you are to have Mark Golden as an employee, and what a great report for his first 90 days on the job. I know we're in great hands. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Robinson?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, great report from Gadsden Recycle. I'm real happy about that program. It's going well. It's growing, and I see it's going to go further and further in the future. One thing, if you're familiar, if you're a yard seller, it's the world's longest yard sale this weekend. Okay. It starts at Nakalula Falls, so everybody, and I got my weekend right. I triple checked that I had the weekend correct. So be safe. Time your jump. If you're going out, it's going to be bumper to bumper traffic up there. Don't get ill. Take your time and be nice. That'll be all. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman Robinson. All right, I want to just wind it up here. Mayor Ford, thank you for the kind words about my wife, about Kim, and the Titan ambassadors. They really are. That's that group of young people for the last, let's see, when did she start that? In 2006, and it's 19 years, I guess. And so it's the cream of the crop, and those, the history of those ambassadors. Large percentage of them are doctors, physicians, attorneys, CPAs, I mean, just all different kind of things. It's really, really great. And one of them even works in your office. That's right, Melcy. Yeah, she was fantastic back then and still is fantastic. So great, but thank you. I'll make sure that she knows about that. And also want to chime in on back to school, y'all. It's children are back in school. Let's be mindful of our traffic in the morning. Everybody's going to be a little busier between probably, 7:15 to 7:45, 8 o'clock. So please be careful and try to leave on time or leave even early to get where you're going. And we do want to pray for our administrators and our teachers. I still have our son and daughter-in-law. Our son teaches at Adams Elementary School, and our daughter-in-law teaches at Donahue. And then Kim, not to be outdone, after 42 years, has decided she's going to be they call it contract work, but she's like a tutor. And she's going to be doing that. It's about 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, and she's going to be at Adams Elementary School, which is where she began her teaching career when she moved to Gadsden from University of Alabama 42 years ago. So she's gone now full circle. So I have a family of educators, and please keep everybody, all those teachers, in your prayers. They do have a hard job, as Councilwoman Latham pointed out. It's a different world today for children going to school. They are experiencing things that would have been unthought of 10, 15 years ago on a daily basis, and then they walk into a classroom and expected to learn and have bright, shiny, smiley faces, and that's not the real world. So appreciate you bringing that up, Councilwoman Latham. We need to remember those children especially. And also want to congratulate Caleb Smith that was here this morning earlier. They got 2 proclamations, one from the city of Gadsden, one from the state of Alabama. So well deserved. It's such a microphone just went out. But such a fine young man.
I think it's got a time limit on it.
I'd like to make a motion that we get more money for the hamsters that are running that hamster wheel to keep electricity going here. The Smith family is great. His dad just got named president of Gadsden State Community College. So just a great family and just a fine young man. We'll see him do great things. He's already doing great things, but we'll see him continue to do great things. And then last but not least, before Councilwoman Latham closes us out, congratulations on Gadsden on the $2.9 million grant. It seems like almost every week, Mayor, we are congratulating the administration here on getting grants. I mean, my goodness, it's just one right after the other. I don't know, it'd take a big calculator, but I would encourage you to get Brandon or somebody in the finance office that we need a tabulation. It has to be approaching at least 10 million or even more that we have in grants that the city has received in this administration. So,
Mr. President, that's not me. That's Tina, Ruth, John, Heath, and Brandon.
Oh, sure.
I'll be throwing Nick in there.
Yeah. Well, they're doing an outstanding job bringing in that money to our city. It sure helps our budget, it helps our city move forward. So that's all that I have. And Councilwoman Latham, did you say you had another comment or not? No, did I misunderstand that? No.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know how they happened.
Oh, you know, well, it's probably me. You know, I looked over there and I thought you said you had.
I was probably on a steal.
Salamo.
You always have your way of.
Anybody else want to talk?
Yeah. Well, all right. It's been a good day here, city government. We wish everybody a great week. We are adjourned.